because I really wanted to make it work, I started praying for him. I started praying for God to change his heart, his mind, and his soul. I started a whole bunch of hoopla, a whole bunch of hoopla, a whole bunch of hoopla, and we don't go out for hoopla. Oh my God, love bombing is so real, and it is just so crazy. Like, so yeah, like I put on like a fly fit. You feel me? Like it's like a little jersey top. All right, now welcome back to part two. It's your girl, Jennro. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and I'm on this journey of entrepreneurship. I've been doing this for a year now, and I'm just taking y'all along with me. Yeah. If you're not new here, hi, what's up? Welcome back, my girl. Welcome back. Are you subscribed yet? Did you like this video yet? Or did you comment down below and tell me how you like this? Okay, if this is really helping y'all, please let me know down below. But welcome back to part two, because I didn't want the videos to be too long. But if this conversation is really feeding you well, I'm gonna keep it going. All right, what's the point of stopping, right? You feel me? So entrepreneurship, y'all. Let's talk about entrepreneurship and dating. When I first started this journey, I was dating someone, and the relationship was fresh, okay. And as a single mother, when you're dating someone, it starts to, like, when I say dating, I mean like y'all are actually boyfriend and girlfriend, like y'all came to a mutual agreement that this is what y'all want to try, right? And that's what it was. So as a single mother, as you know, like someone who has responsibilities herself already, when you're dating someone, you start to feel a sense of stability and having security, right? To where it feels like your financial worries are no longer there, right? When I started this journey of entrepreneurship, that's what it felt like. It felt like I had stability. It felt like I had security to where I could really do this journey. And, like I have someone that's going to support me and have my back, if times, if I fall short or times get hard or whatever like that. We dated for 5 months. And I'm gonna just be honest, like we were having sexual intercourse. I hope my son don't see this video, because he be supporting mama on YouTube. But yeah, we were. And before I got into that relationship, I have to say this too. I was going to church consistently. I was in the word, and I was, feeling God's presence. I was eating clean, taking in as much protein as I should on a daily basis. But when I got in that relationship, I started to see myself turn away from all the things that I've already was doing consistently. And being that we were doing it in the relationship and we're not married, sin feels, especially when you know it's sin, it feels, it is not a pleasing feeling, right? Like you may be feeling good in that moment, but once it's over with, you regret it like hell. And I remember while I was in a relationship with the guy, God started talking to me. And look, I'm telling y'all, entrepreneurship is spiritual, okay? It's spiritual, okay? It's very, very spiritual, all right? Now, if you don't believe in God, this my YouTube channel is just not for you. I'm going to just be honest, okay? But God just started talking to me, and he started telling me, really and truly yelling at me, that I'm not going to reach my next level if I continue to be in this relationship. I'm not going to reach my next level if I continue to do sexual intercourse. Yeah. And as God was telling that to me, I'm like, then what do I do? Like, how do you express to your boyfriend that God is telling you that you have to stop the sexual intercourse? How do you express that? So at the time I didn't know how to express it. So I just stopped doing it. I just didn't want to do the sexual intercourse. Like I wasn't interested in it at all. And like men, the first thought is, oh, she must be getting it from somewhere else, or the first thought be like, she's not attracted to me no more. And it just wasn't that. Like, it's just that, like, God told me, like, I can't be doing this if I really want this journey to be prosperous in my life. Like, I've dedicated my whole life to this journey and reaching my full self. So if I really want to reach my full self, like, I have to stop it. And I didn't, at the time, I didn't communicate that to him. I just stopped having the sexual intercourse. He started questioning things, and eventually it dampened the relationship so much. Like, it dampened the relationship so much, y'all. And I was also in the middle of, like, that's when I really wanted to start content creation for real. Like, I really wanted to start recording what I was doing and really wanted to tap into it for real. And he really, I don't know if I should say, like, he really wasn't supportive of it. But I don't think, it just, I don't know, this to me, I just took it like the support wasn't full, like what I really needed being on this journey. Like, I would get my camera. Like, one time we was going to the park and we was going run in the park or whatever, and I had grabbed my camera, not my camera at the time, I grabbed my tripod, and he made a comment. He was like I can't remember his exact words, but it was like what you bringing that for? And I'm like, are you serious? Like, what I'm building, like, I'm like, are you serious? And in that moment, like, immediately, I just like I just didn't want to go no more. I didn't want to even make a video no more. Like, I felt unsupported, and it was that moment right there that started to spark, like, yeah, I don't think this relationship is for me. And I just started to, but yeah, I had to, my bad. But that was the moment when I started to feel like that relationship just wasn't for me. Because that's not the first time I started to, that wasn't the first time I experienced dating a guy and I felt like he was putting me in a box. This was just the first time being on this journey while dating a guy, and it felt like I was being put in a box instead of allowing me to shine, instead of supporting me through this journey, instead of pushing me to make the videos, pushing me to do the content. But it was just a complete opposite. And I also, because I was really trying in that relationship, because I really wanted to make it work, I started praying for him. I started praying for God to change his heart, his mind, and his soul. I tried to get him to come to church with me, but it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. And like I said, I've dedicated my life to this journey because I want to reach my full potential. I want to tap into my purpose. I want to live in my purpose. And I'm not allowing nobody to get in the way. I don't care. I'm not allowing nobody to get in the way. So eventually we parted ways. 5 months into the relationship, we parted ways. And that's just what it was, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like moving forward, I just want to, like, I just know for sure that I want a partner that's going to support, a partner that's going to push me even when I don't feel like doing it, a partner that's going to even remind me, like, babe, you can get a video of this, babe, like, You know what I'm saying? Like when I don't feel like doing my makeup or whatever like that, like what I've learned with men and makeup, like this not for y'all. This is not for no. This is really and truly for me. Like I love to look my absolute best self, and makeup just give you like that real nice polished look. So this not for y'all. This for me. And I just can't stand when a man just be like, "Why you wear makeup? What you need? You don't even need that." This is not for you. This is not for nobody. This is for me, cause I know what I'm building and I know what I want. I know what I see in the future. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy wearing makeup. Like, I do. I do. But I can't stand when a man don't support that. Like, why you always got to say, you don't even need that? That's just like wearing wigs or weave. You don't even need that. You got hair. Well, you don't even need that. This is not for you. This is not for nobody else. This is for me. Like, that's just be aggravating. Like, if you understand my vision, if you understand my dream, you would understand why I wear makeup, why I wear hair, because I enjoy this. This is part of who I am. And I just want a partner that's going to respect that and support that. That's it. So even on my days when I don't feel like wearing makeup, and my boo, he understand the vision, he understand the goal, he'd be like, babe, you better go in there and go do your makeup, record it, make a video doing it. It just be simple things like that could push me to be like, all right, babe, you right, babe. I remember the goal. You absolutely right, babe. It just be simple things like that. Like entrepreneurship. God is going to you're going to receive discernment. And what discernment is like you could walk in a room and you just feel a certain type of energy, or you just he would talk to you and tell you certain things about what's inside of that room. That's probably like the best way that I could explain it. And not just when you're walking in a room full of people, but even when you're having a conversation with somebody, like he's going to talk to you. And he's going to allow you to feel like a certain type of energy when you're talking to that certain type of person. Like, you ever talk to someone and like your energy could be up here, but as you're talking to them, like your energy just start doing this? That's discernment. And it's up to you to catch on to it and know how to move forward with that person. Because if you're talking to someone and they keep your energy up here and the conversation just good and the energy is just there, and like y'all talking about prospering, productive things, like then you would know how to move forward with that person. You would know that, all right, like this person makes me feel this type of way, this person makes me feel this type of way. So moving forward, you would know how to deal with certain people. And that's why I say, like, it's very important with being on this journey. Staying connected to God, because he's going to protect you. He's going to protect you from certain energies. He's going to protect you from certain people. He's going to protect you from certain situations. He's going to protect you from opportunities too. Whether opportunities are for you or not for you, he's going to protect you from that. So that's why it's always, you have to stay connected with him. Like, you just have to. Especially being a woman. Depending on what your business is, depending on what your gift or talent is, when you're a woman and God is calling you to be a part of certain opportunities, or God is calling you to be a part of certain groups or showing up in a certain way, it's so important for you to stay connected with him, because it's so easy for us to be disconnected by connecting with the wrong guy. It's so easy for us to show up in a certain way and be sexualized in a way to where men is going to try their hardest to manipulate you. Men are going to try their hardest to get you. Men are going to try their hardest. Oh my God. Love bombing is so real. And it is just so crazy. Like, how many times, like, I went to this bar. Like, I think it's been like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, something like that. But I went to this bar and met this guy or whatever. And it was a real chill night. Like, the night was very enjoyable. Okay, the night was beautiful. We had some good conversations or whatever. But then he was like, let me tell you what love bombing look like, y'all, just in case you don't know, because I be joked out. And that's why it's important for you to use your discernment and stay connected to God. But it was a Saturday. Was it a Saturday? Or was it a Friday? I think it was a Saturday, I think. But anyways, it had to be a Saturday. So I met this guy and we was, like having certain conversations, woo woo, wham wham. And he was like, yeah, because Sunday I could take you to Saks Fifth. Yeah, because I can't wait to take you to the restaurant that sit on top of Saks Fifth. And me, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, like my kid go be gone anyway. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like if you want to treat me to a good time, okay, bet. Ooh, I'm spitting. So the day came, that Sunday came, right? So I hopped in. I called him before I got in the shower. I called him and I was like, hey, look, I'm about to hop in the shower, like send me the location so we can meet up and shoot out to New Orleans. He was like, all right, bet. Like, I'm about to see the location. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to hop in the shower. So I got in the shower and I got out. And I text him, send me location. No text back. I didn't think nothing of it. Gave him some time. I didn't think nothing of it. So I called him so I could get the location of where we meeting up at so we could shoot out. Because you're not coming to my house. So I'm like, I'm calling him to, whoop the woo. He not answering. He not answering. So y'all, like I put on like a fly fit. You feel me? Like it was like a little jersey top with some nice, I don't know, like the pants was like denim / sweatpants. Like I was clean. I was feeling good. I'm like, shit, I'm about to go to New Orleans. You feel me? Like I'm about to go shopping. Then I'm about to go eat good too. While getting to know this guy, like I love getting to know people, first of all. Like I love getting to know people, like especially when they know themselves. I love to get to know people. So I'm like, I'm about to go to New Orleans and have a great time. Still ain't hear from him. So you know what? I was like, okay, bet. I give you one time for you to show me who you really are. One time. That's it. So, because I don't, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as someone who is really striving to become something, I don't play with my time. And I don't play with my energy either. If I'm giving you my time and giving you my energy, I expect you to cherish it the same way I cherish when you give me your time and energy. I cherish that. I appreciate that because you don't have to give it to me. So when I'm giving you mine, I expect you to appreciate it and cherish it, right? I felt in that moment, I felt like he didn't appreciate my time and my energy that I was giving him. So... And what I don't do is sit around and wait for people. I got my own car, so I don't sit around and wait for nobody at all. If this is the type of games that you normally play, what I'm going to do is I'm going to undress. I took all my clothes off, and I put on just some regular, everyday clothes, something like this. And I went on by my business for that day. It was like, I think like 2 or 3 hours later, when he reached back out and he tried to blame it on me. He tried to blame it on me and say that I didn't answer the phone. Yeah. That's what love bombing looks like. A guy would fill you up with everything. Oh, we could go to the Justin and the Peas, like we get married tomorrow, or we could go into business together, or we could do this. And men going to sit there and tell you exactly what you want to hear. Men know what women want, period. So they're going to fill you up with everything, especially if they find you very attractive. I ain't going to say they really like you. I'm not going to say that, because if they really like you for real, their actions would align with their words. But I'm going to say if they really find you attractive. I've experienced this many a times, okay? So I know what it looks like. So you don't think that you can trap me just by what you say. It don't work like that. It just don't. And that's why it's important to discern who is for you and who is not for you. I don't waste no time. I give you one time. Once. And after that, that's it. That's it. After that, I became very uninterested. Like, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you could have 10 rental properties. I don't care. I don't care what type of car you have. Like, I don't care. I go based off of who you are as a person, your character, your values, your belief, who you are. All that other extra stuff, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I became uninterested real quick. Nah, I'm good. Nope, I am good. I am A-okay, because like I said, like, I don't care who you are. If I got to cut you off and leave you alone to continue on with my journey and become the person that God has called me to become, that's what I'm going to do. I don't care who you are. I don't care. I don't. And you really have to develop that type of mindset in order for you to stick to this journey, in order for you to become your high best self, in order for your business to prosper. You have to, because if you don't, you will drown. If you don't, the wrong person could bring you down. If you don't, you could allow the wrong energy into your space, and it could ruin and destroy everything that you have built so far. And I don't believe in that, and I refuse to allow somebody to do that to me. So I let them go. I give you one chance to show me who you really are. One chance. And after that, I go based off that and I keep it pushing. Because what I'm not doing, and I believe that a lot of women have done this over the years, I'm not building no man. I'm sorry, I'm not building no man. I will build with a man, but I'm not building no man. I'm not doing that. Nope. Nope. I'm not going based off of your potential. I'm not going based off of that. I'm not. I've done that so many times in the past with past relationships, going based off of what a guy can be instead of looking at who he is right now. Who you is right now is what I'm going to go based off of. I'm not going based off of what you're telling. I'm looking at what you is now. And and this is another thing. If your habits have to align with what you say you want to do. Your habits have to align with what you say you want out of your future. Because if it don't, you're just yapping right now. A whole bunch of hoopla. A whole bunch of hoopla. A whole bunch of hoopla. And we don't go off of hoopla. We go off of what you're doing right now. What are you doing right now? That's what we go based off of. What are you doing right now? That's what we go based off of. You know what I'm saying? Period. Y'all, when it comes down to dating on your entrepreneurship, as a woman looking to reach her full self, as a woman who wants to tap into her high power, as a woman who know that there's purpose here on earth, you have to be careful about who you give your energy to. You have to. One thing I've learned, and this is the only place I will speak this onto, is my YouTube channel. I ain't gonna say it nowhere else. As a woman, when you start to lay down and have sexual intercourse with these men, you lose your power. If that's not your husband, you lose your power. And to me, that's why it makes so much sense when they say to wait until marriage. Because as a woman, you lose your power when you lay down with men, and those men is not your husband. The husband that God has ordained for you, I should probably say, because some marriages is not together from God. Some marriages is put together because they want to be together. I believe in getting together because God has ordained this marriage to come together. I believe that marriage are assignments. I believe that is for a man and woman to come together as one with God centered in the middle. And we are to spread the kingdom. We are to be an example for other people around us. We are to build businesses. We are to fund our communities together. Because when you have one powerful woman with a powerful man and y'all come together with God centered in the middle, it's no way that y'all not going to prosper. It's no way that God is not going to bless y'all. It's bound to happen. It's bound. That's my belief. That is my belief. But when you're laying down with a man who is not your husband, you as a woman lose your power. I've learned this on this journey. And I'm telling it to you because if this is what you really want to do, you have to, you got to gear up, my girl. You got to gear up. And that's why it's in discernment. When you meet these guys, leave them, give them one time to show you who they really are. When their actions don't align with their words, leave them where they at. You got to go, my boy. You ain't staying here. You got to go. Because see this? 2026 is up. We ain't playing no more. It's up. And if you from the Baton Rouge area, it's up. Don't let no man stop you. Don't let no man stop you in your tracks of what God is calling you to do. And that's why it makes so much sense when they say to wait into a marriage. That's why, like, when it comes down to choosing my partner, I am patient, y'all. Like, I'm not rushing this. I am very much patient. I've learned so much about myself. I learned so much about what I want to do in life. I learned so much about what I want to get out of life. I've learned so much about what type of partner I really want. To where I am patient. I'm not rushing this. I'm not rushing this. Because if I would have decided to get married a year ago, I would not have been this person who I am today. Therefore, I wouldn't have met the person that I was, I wouldn't have definitely met the person that I was supposed to be with. Because when you're on this journey of reaching your higher self, God is going to start putting you with different people. God is going to start putting you in different rooms to meet different people. So you don't want to meet someone when you're in your beginning stage of reaching your full self, because that person, that person, you're not ripe yet. I should say. You know how fruits, like, they grow and it's not ripe yet, like it's not ready to be picked yet. Yeah, when you're in the beginning stages of reaching your full potential, reaching your purpose, you're still in the beginning stages of the seeding, being watered. You're not growing out your roots yet. You're not there yet. So you got to be patient. You learn so much about what you really want on this journey for real. And you wouldn't settle for nothing less than that. I'm not settling for nothing less than what I deserve and what's supposed to be for me. Point blank, period. Okay? Because I told it to someone before, and I kind of feel, I don't know, after I said it, I felt a little bad, but I was standing 10 toes on what I want and what I see in my future. I was talking to this guy, and he had wicks in his hair, y'all. Y'all know what wicks is? Like dreads, but it's like the chunky ones. He had wicks in his hair. And we went on a date, and all I could really pay attention to is his wicks. Like, that's all I could pay attention to. And being in business, you know the psychology of business. Like, you really have to show up and present yourself in the best way possible, like the best version of yourself, right? And I remember we walked in a restaurant, and it really just felt like all eyes was really like on us. Like, I couldn't even really focus for real. And I'm not the judging type, y'all. I'm not. But I know what I see my future, and I know what I want me and my future partner to do together. And so after the date, it was like, I think like a couple of days after or whatever, I remember having a conversation with him, and I asked him, did he ever plan on cutting his hair? And he said that his people brought it up to him, like his mom and them brought it up to him. He said he thought about it a few times, but he don't have no plans on cutting it like no time soon. And I expressed to him, and I was like, well, I do want to, in the future, I do see myself and my partner like walking in important rooms together. I do see myself and my partner like signing business deals together and presenting ourselves, our best selves together. And, like that's this, that, and third, because, what I'm building in life, like I want wealth, generational wealth for real, for me and my partner and our kids and our future kids, and kids, And when you understand business, you understand the psychology of like looking good, like especially as a man, like looking good and always making sure like your woman look good. Because when your woman look good, then you know that men respect you more when they see your woman and see how she look. I've learned that too. Didn't really know that was a real thing or not, but it's real. And so I expressed that to him, and I didn't know how else to say it, y'all. And I really and truly felt bad after saying it, because I didn't want to feel like I was judging him at all. You know what I'm saying? But I just know I'm tired of like my time being wasted, and I don't want to waste nobody else's time. So if I'm telling you how I see my future and me and my partner doing certain things, and you're telling me that you don't plan on cutting your hair, I can't go based off of, well, maybe he's going to cut it or maybe he's not going to cut it. Like, I don't know. But we're not going based off potential no more. I'm going based off what you're showing me right now and what you're telling me right now. I'm not going based off of potential. So I'm not about to continue to talk to you, get to know you, and potentially develop feelings for you when you're not planning on cutting your hair. Right? I don't fully remember where I left off on, because my kid needed help with his laptop. But yeah, I felt bad when I brought it up, and I didn't want to feel like I was judging him, but at the same time, I don't want to waste nobody's time. I don't want to waste my time. I know what I want, and I told him, like we could be friends until, like you fully decide, what you want to do, because, business is just in my heart, man. Like it just is, and I just want someone who want, to do business in that way, but, don't be afraid to isolate yourself, cut people off, leave people where they are, because a lot of people on this journey, a lot of people are going to come and a lot of people are going to go. Don't get too attached, no matter who it is. It could be, like romantic wise, business partnership, collaboration, no matter what it is. Be prepared, because a lot of people do not stay on this journey, okay? Some people come just for you to learn certain lessons, and once it's time for them to go, you gotta let them go. That's also included with family too. Some family you really have to separate yourself from, no matter what. It's hard. It is. It most definitely is hard. But, sometimes you have to put your future and your kids' future before it all, So that's the end of this video when it comes down to entrepreneurship journey and dating, dealing with a guy or whatever. It's still like so much I still haven't expressed yet, but continue on with this journey with me, you guys. Like, it's a journey, and I don't think there's a true destination. But long as we continue on with this journey and allowing God to hold our hand and guide us, we're good. We're gonna be good, So yeah, that concludes this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, my advice to you guys is to do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do, no matter what. Another thing that I've learned in regards to us women is everyone sees success different, okay? For some people, success may look like, just getting married, having kids, and having a nice house. You know, some people, that's success for them. Having a nice job, that's success for them. For some people like myself, success to me looks like having multiple successful businesses and having multiple streams of income with a partner that sees life the way that I sees life and want to do business the way that I want to do business and invest and want to build generational wealth and have kids so we could have a nanny, we could have a chef, we could have a chauffeur, a big, nice, beautiful house, maybe, I don't know, 6 bedroom, couple of baths with a lake in the front yard. Just multiple streams of income coming in. That's success to me. And also being able to give back to our communities for real and we don't lack. Being able to give to people and we don't lack. Being able to be that example of what real love is and be that example of what God can do in your life. That's success to me. Being able to pour into people, whether it's financially or, words of wisdom, value, empowerment, no matter what it is, that's success to me. That is truly success to me. Success just looks different for everyone. And I pray that, God continue to give you a peaceful mind and guide your heart, guide your soul to what you really want to do in and out of life. And when he tell you to remove certain things or remove certain people out of life, be obedient, be disciplined, and do it. And he's going to take you to the next level. Hear from me. What I'm saying? I'm on this journey of reaching each and every level. I'm on this journey of receiving everything that God have for me. I don't want what everybody else have. I want what he have for me. And it's just up to me to stay on this journey and continue to push through. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for following along with me. And be sure to stay tuned for the next drop because I enjoy talking to y'all. This is really a nice outlet for me to get out what I experience and what I want and what this journey has been about. This is real nice. This felt so good having this conversation with you. Like, I'm to be honest, this felt so good, because it's not many people around me that's on this journey, so it feels good to be able to voice this and let it out. But I hope this helped you. I hope you received why you tapped into this video. And all I'm gonna say is like 2026 is up. It's up, and continue to follow along with this journey with me. And thank you for watching. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on all social media platforms. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.